And then I wanted to get some paint on a Gene Stealer just to get an idea of something. And yeah, I'm not satisfied with that. I'm gonna start completely over. The skin is a little too saturated in blue. So I was mixing steel blue in, or the steel gray into dark Prussian blue, and I think the dark Prussian blue is just it's too saturated with the color to have gotten the base I wanted built up to. So I might have to change it. I might end up putting blue on the carapace anyways. I honestly, it's not that I don't like this carapace. It's black with gory red put over it because gory red dries really dark and really transparent. So you can build up layers of it on top of black really easily. You can get a really smooth transition without too much effort. And then I mix that and a little bit of scurfulous brown together. I don't have that available to me at the exact moment, but mixed that little bit of this into scurfulous brown, and which is a really orangey brown color for the next part of the striations on the carapace. And then after that, I mixed scurfulous brown with a little bit of scurfulous brown into bone white for the highlights. And so it's not overall a bad color for carapace. It just this doesn't work with the blue for me. This achieves a dark color that I like, and I might keep this, but it does not work with the skin that I tried. This might have worked if it was just red, the carapace, but it's not working for this. So, oh well. It was an effort. It was trying to get some paint on a guy to get an idea for what I want to do with my Tyranids, but experimentation. It's all I can do is continue experimenting. So I will do that. I don't think he looks any different than yesterday, mostly because I don't think I've touched him since I recorded yesterday. But yeah, good week 1 so far. Even though it's only day 6, I achieved my goal on the medals by day 4 actually, and I was really happy about that. So I got started on base coating the reds so that I have a head start on next week. So I'll get started on that tomorrow, and next week the red and white are my goal. But anyways, it was fun. Having other things to work on is a little challenging. Managing the time. But anyways, since I'm level 4, I have narrative. So, you didn't know the Blood Angels were trying to break through the lines of orcs in a weak spot, a spot where it was weaker because the area was mostly war torn from a previous battle that the orcs had with the Astra Militarum, where obviously the Astra Militarum did not win. But so they were going to use that war torn as cover and confusion to try to get past the orcs, and they have successfully managed to break the orcs' line with their insurgents, and the librarian and his Blood Ravens battle brothers are now moving forward in their planning an assault. Now they can plan their next strategic move. Being past the orc boundaries does increase the danger because obviously now they have the chance of being surrounded by orcs. But it also gives them the ability to not have to resort to such desperate tactics as they might have if they hadn't been able to do this. So the orcs are now taken by surprise, and I know word will get back to the big mech that is at the depot, helping to construct the gargants and the stampas and all that. And at this point, the week 2 narrative is probably going to surround using now probably the cover of night to try to move forward through the possible waves of orcs that could be coming, avoid as much conflict as possible to try to keep them from being damaged and beaten down, so that they can do a major assault on some of the nearby anti-air weapon emplacements. Because if they can take those down, then they can call in airstrikes to come help. They weren't able to do orbital bombardments. It's the way I've had this campaign set up. It's just wasn't a feasible thing. I know that in some cases, the Imperium will like use burned earth, but it was just it's too risky to just try to bombard them. They need to have a guaranteed victory here. So trying to take it back is their first attempt. Anyways, we'll see how it goes. We'll see if I can get the red and the white / bone, however you want to call it. I think it's technically white, but it's kind of like a dirty white and off white almost. But I'll get those. Hopefully, get those done. The white's just going to be the back here and the major part of the arms. There might be some areas that end up white in the end, but they're not going to be a huge concentration during this first part. And get all that shaded and highlighted. And then we'll move on to week 3, where we'll get most of the other major areas done, major colors done. And then week 4 will be any touch-ups, small bits that got overlooked, as well as freehand. So anyways, thank you everyone, and I've been watching. A lot of people are doing really good work out there, and I suggest that if you're not watching them, you go look for the community and just see everyone and what they're doing for the May Painting Challenge. It's awesome. Anyways, take care.